Find the slope given 2 points as ordered pairs. So to find the slope of a line, if you're given 2 points, there's 3 ways to do this. First, understand that the slope is the change in the y values divided by the change in the x values. So this third option down here, that's the formula that you're typically given. You take 2 y values, you subtract it, take the 2 x values, subtract it, and you find the quotient. You divide that. If you're given a graph, rise over run is a strategy that we'll do for the next problem. So we're given 2 points here, -8, 10, and -10, -8. So since we're given 2 points, we can label this. x1, y1 would be our first point, -1 and 10. x2, y2 would be our second point, -10 and -8. So the slope we write as m. So we can write our formula, m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And now we can start plugging in our numbers. I always use parentheses. So y2 is -8 minus y1, which is 10. x2 is -10, and x1 is -8. And now we can simplify this. -8 minus 10 is -18. -10 minus -8, which is really -10 plus 8, that's -2. So your slope, your m, is going to be positive 9. So let's do a second example where you find the slope given 2 points on a graph. So we can do the same thing that we just did. I have a point here on the left, and that is going to be -2 and 4. So I would label that my x1 and my y1. That's the first point I'm labeling. The second point I'm going to use is over here. The x value is 2. The y value is -3. I will label that my x2 and my y2, since that's the second point. And now we're finding the slope between these 2 points. So we can use this formula. So the slope is going to be -3 minus 4. Those are the y values. And then 2 minus -2. Those are the x values. So your slope would be -7 over 4. That's our slope. So this third option, this rise over run, I like telling my students it's rise over run to the right. Play with alliteration. So you're always going to the right. So if you start at the point on the left, the line is actually going down. So you're not rising. The change in your y values is going to be negative. And we could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The slope, the change in the y values, goes down 7 boxes. Each box is only one value, so that's -7. If we go to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to the right 4 spaces. So your slope is -7 over 4, using either your rise over run, visual for the graph, or your formula.